Welcome, dear students. I hope you are all keeping well. My wish and prayer is that you keep safe and sound. Okay? And do well, keep studying, don't give up. Everything will come in a proper line. Okay? So, we are going to begin with the first chapter of the civics, and the topic is the Indian Constitution. Okay? And this will be the module 1, and the topic we are going to see here is what is constitution, importance of constitution. Okay, these are the two topics we are going to deal in this module 1. Okay, so let us begin. Now, what is constitution? So let me explain to you. Constitution of a country is a document, dear students. Okay, it is a what? It is a document which lays down, puts forward certain basic rules that for citizens and for the government, which they have to follow. Okay, it determines the rights of the citizens. It focuses on the rights of the citizens. Okay, rights of the citizens, keep in mind. We'll be seeing also all the rights of the citizens in the next pages. Also, it defines the powers of legislature, keep in mind, executive and judiciary. These three functions of the government are interlinked. Legislature makes the rules and regulations, and executive implements those rules and regulations, and judiciary keeps checking. Okay, cross checks whether they are really implemented, whether they are really working out. Okay, also regulates their relationship with each other. Always they are in relationship. Okay, legislature, executive and judiciary is always in the relationship. Okay, they are interlinked. Also, we see here with the citizens of the country, all these three functions of the government checks the constitution, rules and regulations, whether these are implemented for the citizens of the country and whether citizens are able to follow the rules and regulations which are made. Okay, so let us see next page. In short, constitution can also be defined as a set of rules and regulations according to which a country is governed, country runs. Okay, country is ruled basing on all these rules and regulations. Okay, in short, this will be the best definition for you. Okay, next point. Constitution represents the vision and values of its founding fathers. Okay, keep in mind, gives the vision and values of its founding fathers. Okay, good. Now we are going to see the importance of constitution. Okay, first point is constitution protects the rights of citizens irrespective of their caste, gender, religion to which they belong. Whatever religion you belong, whatever caste you belong, whatever gender you are, male, female, but constitution gives equal right to everyone. That you should keep in your mind. Okay, so it generates trust among the people. What? Constitution generates trust among the people. Second point, it limits the powers of the three organs of the government. I told you, legislature, executive, judiciary. They are interlinked, interrelationship is there, but they have no right to interfere with each other. Okay, it also restricts the abuse of power by those who conduct governmental functions. Okay, governmental functions, those who are on the post, those who are in the government, they should not misuse. For them also it is restricted, certain rules and regulations. Okay, they cannot misuse. Okay, that is what we see in the constitution. Okay, that is the importance of constitution. Next point is here. It specifies how the government will be formed, okay, and who will have the power to take different kinds of decision. Specifies what? How the government will be formed, okay, and who will take what post, what decisions, okay, that it checks. Okay, suppose a prime minister, he has his own power to take a decision. Home minister has his own power, and maybe let's say foreign minister has his own power. Okay, so that is what we see here. So that is what the constitution gives special power to every post. Okay, constitution makes special provision to protect the interests of the minority community in the country. Okay, it ensures that a dominant group does not use its power against other less powerful groups. First point says they have to protect the minority groups like Christians, Muslims, Sikhs, and Buddhists, etc. These are the minority groups. Okay, and also the most powerful people may sometimes overpower the minority groups or the less powerful people, but constitution has to take care of all these things. Okay. Fifth one is it guarantees certain fundamental rights to the citizens so that the citizen can protect themselves against any misuse or abuse of power by the government. Along with rights, it also defines the duties of the citizens. Keep in mind. Okay, this point is really important. Guarantees certain fundamental rights. You'll be seeing these fundamental rights one by one in the next page. Okay, and also it takes care of the duties of the citizens. It reminds the duties of the citizens. Okay, so that is the point in the fifth point. Okay, sixth point says it lays down the national goals which form the basic foundation on which the country rests upon. Basic foundation, like what example is given here? It is the democracy, socialism, and secularism. All these three things based on the basic goals of the country. Okay, the national goals are this: democratic form of government, socialism, and secularism. So these are the three basic national goals of the country. Okay, I hope you understood the topic. So thank you. Dear students. I hope you understood all the points. If you have not understood, we will clarify in the classroom also.